sports fans? This is John over at FleaFlickerSports.com coming at you today from Bet Us Casino and Sportsbook. Uh, well, what can I say, folks? It's that time of the year. It's hard to believe that the season literally has gone so fast. 18 weeks are over and we're into the wild card playoffs. We're in playoff season and we're pretty much just under a month away from the Super Bowl. Obviously, there's a lot to bet on, and that's what we're going to talk about today. How do we bet on the wild card? How do we bet throughout the NFL playoff season, and most importantly, into the Super Bowl? I will produce another video for the Super Bowl alone, a standalone. But for this, I wanted to go over different betting options that you're going to see at the most common sports books and some of the best sports books that you're going to want to take advantage of. They're going to offer you varieties as far as when you sign up. So first off, we're at BetUs. You can check out the full review at FleaFlickerSports.com. There's bonus codes there. There's updated contests that they're having. I know they're giving away a truck this year. So again, there's lots to do and lots to check out over at FleaFlickerSports.com. But once you get started and once you fund your account, you want to go ahead and as you're funding your account, take advantage of some of the options when you deposit. So when you deposit via crypto, for example, you're going to get a higher bonus. It just jumped up from 125 to 200% plus up to 30 free risk-free bets. So you get all these different options for casino, crypto sign up, sports book, as opposed to regular sign up. Do what feels best for you. Stay in your comfort zone, but I can tell you, crypto is definitely where you need to go. You're not going to have to deal with any fees, and you're going to get the money literally within, I can almost say minutes, sometimes up to an hour, depending on the sports book and depending if they're asking you for certain documentation, which many will. It's called KYC. So you got your money in, you got your bonus. Let's talk about sports and betting. So now, you want to bet on football. So you go here, and if you're on your mobile, it's going to look a little different. So it'll be responsive. So this is going to be a little more shrunk, and you're going to have to scroll a little bit, but you will see football as an option. So let's say you just want to bet on the pre-match first, and that's what you're looking for. And you're not sure which game you want to bet on. So you can see right here the wild card playoffs, and we already know there's a postponement, right? So first of all, the Buffalo game has been changed. It's not going to be tomorrow. It's going to be Monday. And I've already seen the totals be changed just from when the game was moved. There, obviously, the totals have gone up. As we can see here, if I go down to the game and the game time, here we go. Buffalo totals at 37 right now. I believe they were at 33 and a half, if I'm not mistaken. I've seen other books have them even at 40. And I guess they're predicting the field will be more playable, so they're predicting more points. But again, I think for the Kansas City game today versus Miami, even though they're both high-scoring teams, with the weather as cold as it's supposed to be, and I believe some snow on the ground, that could affect your betting. So let's say that I think 42 and a half is still a little high for the weather. I think it's going to be really a big part of the game, and I want to bet pre-match. I'm going to go here with the over or the under. So let me go ahead and delete that. I just hit the wrong one. So here I am now. I have the Dolphins. I want to go ahead and let's say I want to put $10 on that game. So I put 10 to win $9.09. Now this is important, folks. This is something that BetUs does. Not every sports book does this. They give you the chance to download your ticket or share it so you can remember it. The most important part is that you remember this ticket number. They even give you a reminder because if there's ever an issue with the bet, or in the case like happened today, people had money already on the Buffalo game. The game was canceled. So all bets are going to be canceled. You're going to have to place your bets again. So again, that action's in, you got your ticket number. Now, let's say you also you're interested in risking some more money, maybe not as much as you would on a pre-match. You have different options here. So you have the odds boost. So odds boost is basically putting it more in the house favor, but it kind of gets you more engaged in the game, makes betting a little more exciting. So right here, the first one I can see in the rotation is that Joe Flacco of the Cleveland Browns is going to have 2 or more passing interceptions against the Houston Texans. If you think that's a possibility, keep in mind the weather, but look, and where they're playing This is plus 275. If I wanted to put, let's say, $20 on this, my kickback on my side is going to be $55 if I wanted that action. Again, they have all different to choose from. There's tons of different options. Dak Prescott of the Dallas Cowboys are going to have 4 or more passing touchdowns against the Green Bay Packers. The way he's been throwing the ball and the way that he's not been throwing interceptions, this might be a good bet at 440. So if you're coming there with $20 there, you're walking away with $88. Again, that is in the odds booster. And again, you can see that if you go to any of the Flea Flicker social media, we'll be kicking out those for each of the companies, Bet Us, all the companies that we recommend that are on our top 10 list. We're going to be feeding those out through Instagram and also through Twitter or X with all the latest odds boost information. You can also go with Prop Builder. A lot of people love Prop Builder. Me personally, I enjoy it. Gets me more engaged. So I already have it ready to go for football. And let's say that I want to focus on Cleveland. I can bet on the over-under. I can then, on top of that, go ahead and put another prop, let's say, on touchdowns to be scored. So if I want to go on the Miami-Kansas City game, and I think that Isaiah Pacheco, because let's say with the weather, I think that it's going to be a lot of running. So if the running game is strong, I can go with 2+ touchdowns for Isaiah Pacheco. It puts me at plus 350. I can bet, let's say, $5 on this to get 22. So bet number 1, I confirm it. And as that's confirming, I have it submitted successfully. I can hit close here, and now I can go on to my next. Let's say I also think that Tyreek Hill is going to have a touchdown. That's plus 129, so I can add on to that, and I can bet $10 here as well and submit that. So now, again, you're building your props as you go, and you're obviously going to keep track of these, keep them on your phone. Again, download it if you have that ability. And this, for me, it keeps me engaged throughout the game. It's fun. But it's not for everybody. Keep in mind, there's going to be limits. So if you're doing odds boosts or if you're doing prop builder or even same game parlays, you're not going to be able to bet the house. Okay. You're only going to be able to bet up to a certain amount. If you're a new customer, probably $50 is the limit. For VIPs, they may extend you. You'd have to contact customer service. But just to give you an idea, right? If we want to see for the lines for NFL, let's just scroll down here and say, okay, for NFL, we have the Dolphins and the Chiefs. So handicap win, Kansas City minus 5.5, and Patrick Mahomes of the Kansas City Chiefs will have 3 or more passing touchdowns against the Dolphins. So both of those have to happen. KC must win by 5.5, and Patrick Mahomes must have 3 or more passing. If I like that odd, you get plus 295. I want to put $10 on that. I'm going to get $29.50 back. I place my bet. I hit confirm, and I'm going to get obviously the ticket. Again, download it. Take a screenshot so you have the ticket number, and you're all set. Now, last thing I'm going to say is that you have live betting. I'm not going to take you there as far as it's not going to show you anything for NFL, but once the games kick off, you will be able to bet live. Again, depending on your limits at what sportsbook you are at, if you're a new customer or existing, you may have different limits. So you're going to need to contact customer service. And then finally, going back to the promotions, one reminder. So if you do come in and this is your first time making a deposit and you're only coming in to bet a couple of games, don't take a bonus, folks, because then you're going to be tied to a rollover. And that's going to cause headaches, frustration for you, and you're going to get a bad taste in your mouth with the sportsbook. They have rollovers there for a reason. And the thing is, if you're going to come in and you're going to bet, let's say, throughout all of the NFL playoffs, yeah, most likely you're going to roll over your money. So a bonus might be good. Or if you're going to bet not just NFL, but also NBA and maybe into March Madness, then definitely a rollover is for you. So taking advantage of the different promotions that they're offering, whether it's 125% that gets you into the contest to win a truck, by the way, or you can go ahead and take advantage, let's say the sportsbook, they have the crypto bonuses, which is 200% crypto bonus plus up to 30 risk-free bets. If you're going to be betting for, let's say, the next 4, 5, 6 weeks, take the rollover if you think you're going to hit it. But if you don't want to be tied to anything and you want to be able to take your winnings out as soon as you win, then do not take a bonus. That's my advice to you. I hope you have an amazing wild card weekend. If you like this review, please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe. Look out and check out our social media as we go out and kick out any new bonuses that we see and we're on the lookout for as well. Please go ahead and pay attention as we get ready to produce our Super Bowl yearly review on how to bet and where to bet the Super Bowl. So we'll be putting that out in a couple of weeks. Have a great betting weekend and happy NFL weekend.